Previously on SurvivorUConn. Alex found the Sapala idol after Earl gave him the idol clue he earned from voting out his target, Zoe. Catherine, CJ, and Zubin formed an alliance and looked to bring in Raph, Eric, and Megan to take out Lindsay or Issa.
Because there were some girls who were interacting with each other like they already knew each other, and I wish I could remember whether those people were in our tribe.
I think one of them was Issa. I think the other one's on the other tribe, I think.
Yeah.
The tribes competed in an eating challenge, and despite good efforts from some, due to another disappointing performance by Alex, Sapala lost once again. Despite Alex's continual failure in the immunity challenges, his social and strategic connections in the game kept him in over the less connected Katie.
Second person voted out of SurvivorUConn. Katie. Sorry, bring me your buff, please. Thank you, Katie, but the tribe has spoken.
14 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I don't know. I would really like to align with Mark. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't think that he liked me, but he's pretty cool. And so, not only is he a good competitor from what I've seen so far, but he seems to know the game. So that's like 2-1 if you compare him to Alex. I know for sure that if Doug doesn't change, our alliance is not gonna really work out. As of right now, I don't think I'm going to focus on my alliance with Doug. Like I said, I'd like to make an alliance with Mark, but I know that he's with Mackenzie and Alex, so I don't know. Alex told me, I know a lot. Everyone just keeps telling me things I wish they would stop. Does this work?
Ooh, okay. So, you want to tell them what our plan is?
No, you tell him.
Okay, so basically, Earl's got this little medallion. It's got this is yin on it, I think. Mm-hmm. And we're going to hide it as replacement idol.
And it's all ancient looking, too.
And Earl's going to talk to Doug, and Doug might find it, but anyone finds this baby.
So bad. So bad.
Would you rather him know that you found it?
No.
Without telling him, so that's what we gotta do.
I guess you're right.
It looks Survivor enough.
Yeah.
We printed out a copy of the immunity form, we got Earl's fake idol, and we're gonna wrap it up and put it back into the spot. Hopefully Doug finds it. If he doesn't find it, it'll be better, because then someone else will find it probably, and they'll have zero clue about anything. See you at the spot.
So Alex is hiding the idol right now in the place that we found it. I can't do this because I'm too dark, so I'll blend in with the night. He's digging right now.
Should be good. So me and Earl hit a fake idol a couple days after we found it, and then Earl gave the clues to Doug.
I was talking to Earl, and Earl's like, hey man, you want to go look for the idol? And I'm like, sure. So then we went out, I had a couple of my buddies come, and then they're like, okay, so Earl's like, what do you think the clue is? I'm like, oh shit, I walked by a bust earlier today, but I couldn't remember where it was.
Doug's looking around Mirror Lake for a week. He can't find anything. Eventually we give him the second clue, and then he has to ask one of his friends what it could be, because he's so stuck on Mirror Lake. And then his friend's like, oh yeah, there's the bust lady, because he knew from Pokemon Go or something.
So I had us walk all the way to Arjona, and then I had to retrace my steps, which was very difficult because I wasn't paying attention earlier, and also I'm not good with directions normally. So it took us a half hour to find the Benton again, because I didn't know it was the Benton at the time. After we found it and walked around front, I'm like, oh, that's the Benton. But I didn't know that at the time. So it took us a half hour to find it again.
And they go out there, he's with Earl,
and Earl's like shining the flashlight on the fake idol that we hid, and Doug's like digging right next to it for like 4 minutes because he can't find it. And eventually he finds it, but like when he's doing that, apparently he was just like talking about like it's probably still at Mirror Lake. Like he's even when he's digging in the right spot, he can't find it. And it's talking about like the other location.
But once we found it, I love Earl and all, and I fully intend to work with him as long as I can. But in this game, it's always best to be the only one who knows who has the idols. So I had him do the flashlight and video me when I was digging, because I thought maybe if I was digging and I found it, I could like hide it and then he wouldn't know. I tried to do that. It didn't work because I pulled up this particular piece of soft cloth or something. It was all rolled up and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm digging that, and then I see it, and I like dig it behind me, so then Earl wouldn't notice. But then he's like, "Dude, what's that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll have to share it out." So I opened it. It was very, very dirty. I was like, "Why? Who would expose us to the elements like this?" So then I found this very interesting piece of paper. It was more weathered and ripped and stuff, and it was all wet. So I had to like peel it, and then it did like the cloth paper rip thing when it's wet.
Total mess. And then he thinks that it's like a real idol. He just believes it. Like the paper that we had apparently just like fell right apart. Like it didn't even stay together because like the real one has like parchment paper or something. It's a lot better than the regular printer paper. We just used printer paper and it totally fooled him.
This is why I had a bag, so it didn't completely drop in my bag. And inside was this little lovely little trinket. So for all the seasons I've been watching Survivor, this has been my #1 goal, is to find a hidden immunity idol. And that's since season 1. But this also means that I have the opportunity to look like a huge idiot if I don't play it right, or if I get sent home with it. So right now, only Earl and I know that I have an idol. Technically, it's Earl's too, but it's not Earl's, it's mine. And as soon as I got the paper, the ripped paper, I'm like, okay, so what I need to do now is I need to plant a fake idol. So I went back to my dorm room and I started typing up the paper, and that's how I got this paper.
And then he started like typing up another fake idol, and he found the same one that we hid and ordered it off the Six Flags website.
So my mother is an art teacher. So I said, hey Ma, this is the hidden immunity idol. Do we have anything laying around the house that looks like this? And she's like, let's see, Doug. And then like a half hour later, she's like, yeah, I have a whole box of them. So I'm like, score. So my plan right now only involves 2 fake idols. Might extend to include more, I don't know, because I'll have technically, theoretically, for my purposes, unlimited paper, and congratulations, you found the idol and all that. And unlimited hidden immunity idols.
If like anyone else besides Earl gets a clue, we're gonna have to hide a fake one again. It's gonna be really annoying.
have you talked to anyone so far?
Oh. I just hate it when there's like camera around.
Oh god.
That's why I hate. No, aside from you, no, there's no one else really. Just enjoying the win.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, true. I mean, we
feeling.
won the challenge. We don't have to worry about
Yeah.
anything yet.
I said that when I had CJ for the target twist, I was like, nope. So I actually told him as well. I was like, CJ, I have you as my target, but I'm not really gonna worry about it because like we're working. He's my day one.
Do you get a good vibe with anyone or no?
Oh yeah, like Lindsay's pretty cool. Because I don't know, we have a lot of connections and stuff.
I'm kind of close to Megan. Oh, not Megan. Lindsay, and we might potentially work with Megan as well.
At first, so when I first got Raph, I was like, crap, like I would love a clue, but I kind of would like to work with him. And then before the last challenge, we were talking a little bit more, and I could see myself working with him. So my plan going forward, I think maybe not the first tribal council we have, but who I would like to see who his target is and say like, I'm not coming after you. Would you want to work together to get rid of your target?
But yeah, I reckon Lindsay, like me and Lindsay and I can probably work together as well because after this, I think it was during the eating challenge that we've kind of established that we have so much in common.
I like CJ. I think he's kind of a trooper. Like he's just like willing to do whatever. He was like, yep, I'll go do the eating thing, and he just put it down, and I like him. I think he's gonna be underrated. I think he's gonna be more of a threat than people realize.
Like yeah, no, the rest of the team's pretty alright, but there's like a few of them that's a bit.
Yeah.
Easy.
So like I said, like I don't know, Catherine and Zubin came to me and they were like, hey,
How did they approach you?
they were like, hey, like would you want to like join a voting block and just like try and get 5 and then vote out the rest of the tribe?
Oh.
So I trust you the most on the tribe.
Oh yeah, you too, man.
So I was like, hey, maybe let me get him in this.
Yeah.
So if we can get like you, and then I think since they came to me, I kind of trust them a little bit because they had to pick me for a reason. We just need one more, and then we can just like send everyone out the door.
Yeah, for sure.
It was very interesting because he wants to work with Subin and Catherine. So we don't know. I don't know who to work with because I'm kind of torn in between those two people. But when I've spoken to Lindsay, she said that she want to have a talk to CJ so that us three can work together because I reckon us three can like, pull it off if possible because we just have the same mindset, kind of.
I'm virtual. But like I said, I mean, I think like if we decide to work with the other group instead, like besides Catherine and Zubin, like if we worked with like Lindsay, like Isa, Megan, and like maybe Eric, like if we work with them, I feel like we're still like if we're not number 1, we're like 2 and 3. So like I just think we're in a better spot with Catherine and Zubin. I feel like it's just better for us, even though like they're like a little different. Maybe you'd rather work with like the other side. I still think like it's best for our game to work with them. I personally think so. Yeah. So Doug met me at the dining hall, and he basically just confronted me, and he questioned my loyalty. Pretty much is what happened, and I confirmed to him that I'm still loyal to him and Earl, and that's who I'm riding with to the end as of right now. I don't know if they trust me 100%, which I don't know why. I've never done anything wrong to them. They just seem to be doubting me.
So hopefully CJ will take the bait, and then that'll also be a test of whether or not he is actually willing to trust me with an idol, because I'm planning on leading him to the location, making him find the idol while I'm not looking, and then seeing if he says anything about it. I was planning on doing the same with Mackenzie, but I wouldn't do that with Mackenzie.
Alright, so, welcome back everyone. Raph, if I could have immunity back. Yes, unfortunately. Alright, immunity back up for grabs. Before that happens, Paul has to get their targets real quick, so we're going to do that real quick. quick. So, all right, gonna randomize that. We got an order. All right, let me type these out real quick. I was a little more prepared. Slightly. Alright, for today's challenge, this is how it's gonna work. One at a time, you're gonna rank your team members 1 through 6. One of you guys are gonna sit out. So what you'll have a plate, and the plate will have a cup of water on it, like halfway filled. So you'll have that in one hand, whichever hand you want, and you'll have one hand free. So it'll be 1-on-1, and your goal is to hit the other person's cup onto the ground. So whichever cup hits the ground first, the other person gets a point. And if you step out of the boundary, you also lose the points. So you gotta stay in the boundary and you gotta watch that. So, yep.
Any automatic disqualifications for accidental puncher?
Just don't be weird. I don't know. just don't be weird. Don't kick anyone. Don't punch anyone. Every action has to be you trying to hit the other person's cup. If I see anything like.
Where's music coming from?
Oh, it's the Husky. It makes a sound.
Wait, it makes music?
It plays a fight song? Yeah, it was expensive.
Guys, it's raining.
Wait, and are we ranking based on skill?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is everyone's gonna rank 1 through 6. We're gonna do it so since Sapala has 2 girls, we're gonna have 1 girl sit out because it's gonna be girls versus girls and guys versus guys.
So, you know this challenge? What's the strat?
Well, there's some. We could choose random numbers. I think I saw 1. So, where the guy threw his in the air and used both hands. But that's extreme.
You can't throw it high enough as long as theirs hits the ground first.
Yeah, you have. That's the thing.
But then if yours hits the ground, you're out.
Oh, you have to throw it high, grab theirs when you get it on the ground.
Wait, don't you have to take
All right, first match, Doug versus Raph. Survivors ready. Go.
Here you go, Doug. Here you go. Go to work. Go to work. Let's go, Doug.
Scare him away.
Right at him.
Keep talking.
Just keep talking.
Let's go, Doug. Let's go.
Let's go, Doug.
Oh, that's point for Raph. Casson up 1-0. All right, Alex versus CJ. When I call you. Survivors ready. Go. Go to work, Alex. Go to work. Oh. No. That's a point for CJ. All right, Mackenzie versus Lindsay. Survivors ready. Go. Go. That's a point for Lindsay. Next up, Erica and Issa. Casting up 3-0 right now.
Come on, Erica.
Go.
Yes, Erica, yes!
Go to work.
That's another point for Casson. 4-0.
You did it! You did it!
All right. Next up, Mark versus Zubin.
Do not stuff my shit for help.
All right, Mark versus Zubin. Casson just needs 1 to win. All right, Survivors ready. Go.
We just need 5 to win, man. Like,
Mark's got nothing. Mark's getting dropped.
Oh, Casson takes the clean sweep.
Wait, that was a punch.
I don't know about that.
Go, bro.
For what?
Is that?
What was that? He doesn't
That,
even know.
Yo, we're gonna redo.
If I slap it, we redo.
Sure, you can keep redoing it, Mark. If your cup's falling over, you can't just slap them and hope to redo. So that's a loss. All right. Survivors ready? Go. Mark, steady. Oh, Zubin loses it. Sapala does not get shut out. It's 4-1 Kasten.
Yay, we're celebrating it.
All right, Earl versus Eric. Survivors ready?
I'm not ready. Guys, both of you, I would just go for the left.
All right, Survivors ready? Go. All right, none of that, Eric. None of that. Eric, none of that. Oh, Earl with the point. Sapala. Sapala has some life in them. All right, Erica versus Lindsay. Sapala's got some life in them, but will this be enough? All right, Survivors ready? Go. Both steady. Very careful, both of them. Oh, what is that? Well, no jabbing out either.
If you're precise enough to get the plate, watch yours.
Both of them close. Both of them. Oh, that was a close one. Kasten looking for the win right here. They need one more. Just bodying each other. Oh, I don't know about that. All right, none of that. No, that's out. That's out. Sapala with another point. All right, Kasten up 4-3. Earl versus CJ. Survivors ready? Go. Oh, Earl loses it. That's gonna be it. Sapala once more. Tribal Council.
That's it.
That was fun.
Honestly, I feel like we suck. And I'm kind of worried about it. So I'm kind of praying for like a tribe swap at some point or something. We'll see what happens, but I'm not very optimistic. I feel like I'm gonna have to be like a straight snake.
Doug has been, well, so I talked to like Erica, Mark, and Alex, and all of those people have said that Doug sent them the same exact message that he sent me. And we were just like, oh, it's shady. Like, he's definitely trying to work with everyone. It's not the move.
Yeah, so like it was like after tribal last Tuesday, I think it was like Wednesday, sent a text out at like the same time to like everybody basically. At least everybody in my alliance, and I'm guessing he probably sent it to a few other people. And it was literally, he sent the exact same words. He was like, hey, like I think we would work well together, want to form an alliance. And he literally sent the exact same thing, like copy pasted it. And so when he sent it to me, right away I was like, all right, we had already talked about like using Doug as kind of like a pawn for just like having votes on our side. And so I was like, all right, let me just tell the other people like, hey, like Doug asked me for an alliance, you guys want me to say yes, and then just kind of use him as a pawn. And as soon as I said that, they were like, oh, he just said that to us too, like, that's weird. And we were like, okay, something's up. And then we just sent screenshots of to each other, and we were like, oh, he literally said the exact same thing to all three of us. So
It's like Doug tried to make an alliance with all three of us.
Doug sent the same thing to you?
Yeah,
to
and me.
Me, Erica.
And Erica?
And Erica. I don't know about Erica, but and Erica.
That's
four.
Oh my god.
I got Lenny around.
Yeah, I had you as a target.
No, he told Erica and you the same thing. He didn't tell me. Did he tell you about the core alliance?
It's like a better
with him?
He wants to make an alliance with Earl. So what did you
I have to
do?
tell Kevin.
That's what he told me. Yeah. What did he tell you guys?
Doug just told me he got me, so he didn't lie.
Like,
that's true.
Doug is like going around telling people that he's in alliances with them and that they're all final twos with him and that they're the real alliances when they're not, and you can't really like work with the guy because you know that he's talking behind your back to other people.
We're gonna have to talk to Earl. Or we can even just talk to Erica about it and be like, listen, Erica, like, yeah, that's four, and we all know what's going on.
Erica just walked
and we know he
Doug,
doesn't.
so.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah,
so
'cause we all know he doesn't have an idol either because we knew who his target was. It wasn't Keegan, so like, we're good there.
I think it was probably Earl.
It was Earl. He told us that, yeah.
He asked Alex, Mackenzie, and Alex McKenzie. Who's the other guy? Oh, Mark. He asked each of them separately would they like to form an alliance, and they were already together. Like oh my God, why did he do that? They were already together. So like, Alex was just sending me like all of the messages that Doug was sending to Mackenzie and Mark privately, and like he's making a fool of himself.
So I actually have charts of this. I've created a extensive publisher worksheet or document.
You have charts of what?
I have charts of, so in the movie Meet the Parents, Robert De Niro's character is a CIA operative, and he has what he calls the circle of trust. And I've created similar levels of the circle of trust. I have the inner circle, which is myself, Earl, and CJ, although CJ may be kicked to the next circle, which is the middle circle, which includes everyone else on my tribe, excluding Mackenzie, because she wasn't forthcoming about Alex being her target. CJ is also in the middle circle, as well as, no, I haven't put Catherine in yet. Then next is the upper circle, which sounds better, but it's not. The upper circle involves everyone on Casson, as well as Mackenzie. And on the outer circle is whoever I'm planning to vote out. This is whoever I'm planning to vote out, such as Alex, and anyone I don't really trust, like Zubin. So right now, my outer circle is Alex and Zubin. My higher circle is everyone on Casson plus Mackenzie. My inner circle is everyone else on my tribe plus CJ, and my core is myself and Earl.
He like texted his parents. Oh, he texted his mom. He texted his mom and he texted his dad, and he sent them a picture of us finding the fake idol. Oh my God, he was so happy. Like I feel like, oh my God. And I had ended up meeting his mom. His mom bought me a jacket for the winter. A jacket that I still have.
Like Doug made Earl meet his parents, and they were like playing pool together. And then his mom's like, Earl, you're from Texas. You don't have a coat or like boots. I'm gonna buy you a coat and boots. So then Doug's mom buys Earl a coat. Doug just unintentionally made it so hard for Earl this week. It was so funny.
The second page of that is a list of moves I made and plan to make. The next page is what kind of deals I made with each circle. For example, alliances formed, immunity idol shared, immunity idol clues shared, final 3, final 4, that type of thing. Because I make the same deals with everyone in the same circle. So everyone in the inner circle, I've said, yeah, let's make an alliance and share clues. So yeah, from who I want to see vote out the most to least. Most to least would be Alex, Mackenzie, Erica, Mark, Earl, because that is a list in order of people I believe I can control. Minus Alex, because I believe that he's going to be very loyal, but he's an easy target right now, and we do need to win his challenges.
So, welcome back, everyone. Sapala, number 3.
Every time's the charm. We're done after this.
Mark, you look dead inside. You do not want to be here. Mark, how you been feeling leading up to this one? Third loss in a row. What's on your mind?
It's pretty shitty. I don't want to be here, and I don't know. Just hoping we can finally turn around after tonight.
So let's talk about the challenge a little. Mackenzie, this is 3 in a row now. You guys almost got swept in this challenge. Like,
Horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend.
what's that?
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We didn't.
You didn't get swept. You guys made a little comeback. It was exciting. It was probably the most exciting Sapala moment of the year.
And that's saying something.
And then it just died. It just died. So, what do you think, Mackenzie? You think this is gonna keep happening, or you think?
I don't know. I can't judge like how great we're gonna be at these competitions because they're so random. Like literally.
That's so true.
I mean, one could argue that they're kind of balanced, so every team, their different strengths and weaknesses can have a chance, and you guys haven't done any of them to your strengths or weaknesses. Everyone just hates me right now. Everyone's silent. Everyone's mad. Erica, do you think there's hope for this tribe? Or you think you guys need a swap or merge?
No, for sure there's hope for this tribe. We're definitely just getting unlucky with our challenges, so once our luck comes back, if it ever comes, then we'll be golden.
Yeah, I mean, just like stop the wind, it will be good now. Like the wind's can play gold.
The wind. Do you think the wind was the last challenge, Doug?
I think the wind is involved in all the challenges. And like,
I don't think the wind was involved in the habanero pepper.
That's the way it works.
I don't know about that one.
I think the wind exacerbated the jalapeno pepper in my mouth.
I think you losing your mind after 5 seconds.
That I thought we all agreed to forget that. So I mean, no
you
need
brought
to
it
do that
up.
anymore,
The wind,
man.
the
Uncool,
wind, man.
God.
All right. Doug blaming the wind. Let's go to Earl. So I'll stop ragging you guys about the challenges. These challenges are challenges, but like, how about the votes so far? We've seen 2 votes on Sapala. We've seen 2 unanimous votes. What's happened on this tribe? Usually at some point or another, lines are going to be crossed. Some people are going to be on the in, some people are going to be on the out. You think that's going to happen, or you think you guys are just going to be like, oh, this person this week, oh, and then we'll all get together and decide for the next week? Like, do you think anything's going to change like that? Are you just going to be Sapala picked off one by one?
I think that after this tribal, that we are most definitely like going to start dividing just because of our numbers. I don't know why. Well, I guess I do, but it's crazy that the votes before this have all been unanimous. I think that after this, the things are really going to start to change.
So, Alex, you think that's something to think about for this vote? Like, if lines are going to be drawn soon, do you want to take that edge? Do you want to be, like, on the forefront of that? Or do you want to be left in the dust and then you're the one being picked off the next round?
I think for this vote, at least, we're just trying to figure out who's going to actually be working with us in the future. So, yeah.
Alright. Let's go to Mark again. You think there are idols in play yet? You think anyone's found it? Or you think you think my clues suck?
I hope not. I hope your clues suck. Because I spent like an hour today walking around and I didn't find one, so yeah, I hope no one has one.
Did you check anywhere interesting?
I did. I checked behind the Husky statue, Buckley roof.
Buckley
bar.
roof?
You actually checked the roof?
I did. Just in case.
Nice.
Yeah, I did some exploring. Did not, unfortunately, find anything. But yeah, maybe if you make some better clues, you'll see.
Doug, do you think there are people on the outs in this tribe, or do you think it's like vote to vote, people are coming together, finding the person take out, and then the next round it'll be someone completely different? Or do you think there's like a pecking order in this tribe? Like, what do you think's happening on Sapala? Because 2 unanimous votes could be unanimous again. It could be a big split. So.
I mean, I think it was kind of clear to all of us, even if we weren't willing to say it at the time, or realized it at the time. So I guess it wasn't clear to all of us. That I mean, Katie and Zoe. I mean, personally, I've gone for helping in challenges for the past 2, and that's why I went for Katie and Zoe on both of them. And I think that's pretty much what everyone else. Everyone was just like, yeah, we need to get them. We need to stay strong in challenges. But I'm not really sure at what point we're going to be like, okay, we need to stay strong in challenges, but what about this person? Like, they're not really strong in challenges, but like maybe they'll help me later on. Like, I'm not sure at what point the tribe will stop thinking like a tribe and start thinking what's best for my game. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen until maybe after the merge, because we need to win. So we need to keep thinking like a tribe.
How about you, Mackenzie? Same sort of idea to you. Is this more than challenges now? Or is this just going to be like, whatever everyone wants to do, as long as it ain't me? Is there something bigger than that at this point? They're tribal?
I kind of agree with Doug. I think this vote definitely has to do with social game a little bit, though. Definitely looking forward to the future.
Alright. Does anyone want to say anything about their tribe? Everyone looks so sad right now. Like, everyone's got their hands. Mark looks sad. Earl looks just distressed.
I have an excuse because I've been sick for the past 3 days.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Doug.
Yeah, so am I.
Alright. Alright, if we got nothing else, I think it'll be about time to vote. So we're just gonna move the lantern. Thank you, Ethan. And then I'll call you guys up. We'll just go in a line. So once Ethan gets that, we'll have Mackenzie go up.
Do this cheer stuff.
Hello.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Oh, I remembered. I remember what side the pen goes on.
Sorry, bro, just your time.
I'll go tally the votes. I don't know. Alright. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Alright, I'll read the votes. Oh, the thing broke. Oh! How did that happen?
Yeah, it was Earl. You thought it was
Damn it, Earl! Earl, why are you trying to sabotage my jar? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Alex. Second vote, Doug. One vote Alex, one vote Doug. Third vote, Doug. That's 2 votes Doug, 1 vote Alex. Fourth vote, Doug. That's 3 votes Doug, 1 vote Alex. And the third person voted as SurvivorUConn, Doug.
Woo! What up?
Sorry, Doug, but the tribe has spoken.
Where is it?
It's over there. We'll set up in a sec. Alright guys, another unanimous vote. You're good at those. I hate them, they're boring. So we'll see next time if it'll be unanimous again. If one of you are just at that bottom and you don't know it, or if things are actually gonna change. But thank you guys for coming out. See you next time. Next time on SurvivorUConn.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious at this point. They are going to be a voting block together, and if they aren't, I will actually eat a rock.
Like, we can basically just give early ultimatum, like, hey, this is how it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Because
And,
we have a majority in our own tribe right now.
Who's even close
We're just
to
up
the other
3-2.
tribe anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like,
so,
he only knows CJ, right?
yeah. Like, we're only worried about an immunity idol from Erica and Earl.
Yeah.
So.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Just wanted to say this was a great episode to make. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Just want to say Doug, great guy. It was sucked to kind of see his downfall in this episode. As you see, he put a little too many eggs in too many baskets, it looks like. And but it was all done for entertainment. No disrespect to Doug. He's a great guy, and I wish him the best. A lot of good episodes coming up. I'm looking to get the next episode up week and a half, hopefully next week, and that'll be a good one too. But definitely the action is gonna pick up. I know we've had 3 unanimous votes so far, and that's never ideal, but this season gets crazy, and I think this episode, even though it was unanimous, still had a lot of fun moments. So I'm really excited to show you guys what's to come, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.
Well, that sucked. Just got completely blindsided. Not really too sure how it happened. I'm assuming maybe what happened. Maybe Earl told everyone I had the idol, and they all decided to vote me out. But I mean, I don't know, because if I was them, then I would have split their votes. Yeah, just good job, guys. No idea. Complete blindside.